impact of the digital strategies and ensure equitable across to technology. The sixth is lifelong learning and adaptability. As technology evolves rapidly, a culture of continuous learning is essential. Organization and individual must adapt to new tools and practices to stay relevant and effective. The last one, the seventh, is empowered decision-making. With digital data analysis, organization can empower their workforce and stakeholders to make informed decisions. This democratization of information leads to more innovative and responsible solutions. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, secure and intelligent digital transformation in the 5.0 society era is about harmonizing technology with human needs, ensuring security and ethics, and promoting collaboration for a sustainable future. The focus is on creating a resilient society where technology enhances everyday life while addressing broader societal issues. Achieving secure and intelligent digital transformation in the 5.0 society era require a holistic approach that prioritizes human values, security, collaboration, and sustainability. By integrating this element, organization can create innovative solutions that enhance societal well-being and drive progress. Ladies and gentlemen, education is an investment for economic prosperity, both for the nation as a whole and for each of its members. Education is the key to achieving social justice. The world of education must find ways to guide people to a level of independence with knowledge and faith. In this regard, higher education institutions as academic entities must synergize with various stakeholders to conduct education, research, and community service to help society achieve a prosperous life. Community service is the activity of the academic community that utilize science and technology to improve community welfare and educate the nation. Therefore, the goal of community service is to achieve community welfare. The result of community service are to solve the problem faced by the community by utilizing the relevant expertise of the academic community. The use of appropriate technology, the development of science and technology, or teaching material or teaching module for enriching learning resources. Community service involves disseminating the result of university research implemented through various community service activity to support national independence. In line with today's seminar theme, let us collaborate with stakeholders to study the impact of digitalization in various fields in Indonesia. These activities aim to enhance the role and quality of education in Indonesia through community service activity by academic community in higher education institution. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Indonesian Association of Community Services Lecturer, I extend my gratitude to the keynote speaker and plenary speakers who have taken the time to share their presentation at this seminar. Additionally, I would like to thank the seminar organizing committee, the Indonesian Association of Community Service Lecturers, and in collaboration with STIE Paris Semarang, STIE Aprin Semarang, IAI Indralaya, Lembaga Cipta Talenta Exponential Corporation, Politeknik, Kemenkes Palu, and PT Antoni Technica Sigma Well. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for any shortcoming in delivering this research. By reciting Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, the 13th National Seminar of ADPI, Serving the Nation, with the theme Secure and Intelligent Digital Transformation in 5.0 Society Era, is hereby open. Next, we would like to invite the Minister of Tourism and Creativity Economy, Dr. Haji Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno, BBA, MBA, to deliver his remark at this seminar. Thank you very much. Nasrul minallah wa fatun qarib wa basyiril mu'minin wa billahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the following welcoming speeches, and I would love to invite the Honorable Ministers of Tourism and Creative Economies of Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Dr. Haji Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno, BBA, MBA, to deliver the first welcoming speech. And before he delivers his speech, allow me to read his short biography. Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno is an Indonesian businessman, investor, and politician who is the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy and was the Deputy Governor of Jakarta. He graduated from Wichita State University in 1990 and from George Washington University with an MBA in 1992. The Honorable Bapak Dr. Haji Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno, BBA, MBA. The Zoom floor is yours. Would you please wait a second? I guess that is some technical problem.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi
Waalaikumsalam.
Namo budaya, salam kebajikan. Rahayu, Rahayu Indonesia Maju. Saya Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno, Menteri Pariwisata dan Ekonomi Kreatif Republik Indonesia. Memberikan apresiasi setinggi-tingginya atas terselenggaranya pengabdian kepada masyarakat PkM Online Series ADPI dengan tema Secure and Intelligent Digital Transformations in 5.0 Society Era. Kegiatan ini menjadi langkah strategis dalam mendukung transformasi digital yang aman dan cerdas, terutama di era masyarakat 5.0, melalui keterlibatan para dosen pada program pengabdian kepada masyarakat. Inisiatif dari para dosen ADPI melalui workshop ini tidak hanya memperkuat kolaborasi, tapi juga menjadi bagian penting dalam memajukan inovasi kreatif dan ekonomi berbasis teknologi. Kami berharap kegiatan ini mampu memberikan manfaat luas bagi pengembangan masyarakat dan sektor kreatif di Indonesia. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih. Om Santi Santi Santi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All right, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now we would love to invite the Honorable Professor Dr. Ridwan Nurdin, MCL, Rectors of IAIN Takengon, and Advisory Boards of ADPI Daerah Istimewa Aceh to deliver the second welcoming speech. The Honorable Bapak Profesor Dr. Ridwan Nurdin, MCL, the Zoom floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ibu host yang saya hormati, Bapak Menteri dan rekan-rekan, the participants who coming from all over the world for this moment. I'm very happy meeting, participate in this moment, and also thanks for everyone. Saya sangat senang pada acara yang berbahagia ini. Tentu ini bagian penting bagi kita, dan rasa syukur kita kepada Allah dan salawat salam kepada Nabi kita semuanya. Saya sangat senang bisa hadir di sini karena apapun ceritanya pada konteks kita sekarang, bahwa dimanapun dunia kita, bahwa share of knowledge dan pengalaman itu adalah bagian penting daripada kemajuan budaya kita ke depan. Karena itu membuka diri bagi setiap kita bahwa apa yang sudah kita lakukan dan dengan apa-apa yang telah kita kerjakan selama ini sangat penting. Bagaimana teman-teman kita mendapat sebuah pengalaman baru dengan apa yang kita lakukan. Karena itu sangat senang bisa bergabung, dan tentunya ini adalah kemajuan dunia pendidikan kita. Karena ke depan tentunya tantangan kita lebih berat lagi dengan kondisi sosial yang sangat variatif dan terus berkembang. Karenanya kolaborasi dan share of knowledge and experience pada momen-momen seperti ini sangat penting. Karena itu tentunya apa yang akan disampaikan oleh teman-teman dalam seminar internasional ini, tentu ini adalah sesuatu yang sangat prospek bagi kita ke depan dalam pengembangan ilmu. Tentunya kita juga berharap bahwa acara seperti ini bukannya pada momen-momen tertentu, tapi terus-menerus ditingkatkan. Tentunya ini juga sebuah kesempatan, ada forum bagi kita bersama, bagaimana kita mengekspresikan apa-apa yang sudah kita dapatkan selama ini. Dan tentunya kehadiran para peminat yang luar biasa pada acara seperti ini juga itu penting. Kalau bisa multidimensi dari segi background keilmuan kita, karena ini hal-hal seperti ini tentunya adalah satu patokan besar dan penting bahwa sebuah kemajuan, istilah kita sekarang kan dulu kan sering kita dengar istilah sinergi, tapi sekarang sudah kolaborasi. Tentu sekian tahun ke depan akan muncul lagi istilah lain. Semua itu adalah sebuah respon bahwa dunia kita memang terus berdinamika dan terus bergerak. Tentunya arah geraknya adalah bagaimana prosperity atau kemakmuran bagi masyarakat kita terus dapat dinikmati oleh mereka, bahwa hasil-hasil pemikiran kita, rekayasa-rekayasa yang berkembang tentunya mengarah kepada kebaikan dan pengembangan ilmu dan kebaikan masyarakat kita. Karena itu saya ucapkan selamat kepada teman-teman semuanya yang telah hadir di seminar ini, dan saya berharap juga bahwa apa yang kita lakukan ini terus kita jaga bersama sehingga arah masa depan kita akan lebih baik. Terima kasih semuanya. Selamat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for delivering the welcoming speech. And now, the committee, please help me to deliver tokens of appreciation to Bapak Profesor Dr. Ridwan Nurdin, MCL. Please. The committee, please help me. I guess that is a technical problem. I'm so sorry for that, Pak. All right. Maybe later on will be delivered after Professor Dr. Lia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move the following agenda is the third welcoming speech. which will be delivered by Ibu Profesor Dr. Lia Amalia, SAMM, from Universitas Esa Unggul and Advisory Boards of ADPI DKI Jakarta. And before delivering her speech, I would like to read her short biography. Professor Dr. Lia Amalia, SAMM, born in Bandung. She is a distinguished professor with a long-standing academic career since her appointment as the professor on January 2008. She holds an undergraduate degree from Pajajaran State University in Bandung, a master's degree from Krishna Dwipayana University in Jakarta, and a doctorate from the State Universities of Jakarta. Over the past 5 years, Professor Lia has made significant contribution to the research, particularly in the fields of employee motivation, leadership, and organizational commitment. Her study have focused on developing models that link workplace spirituality, leadership style, and employee performance, particularly among millennial employees and in sectors such as Islamic banking. In addition to her research, she has actively led various community service projects aimed at economic involvement, particularly for women in rural and urban communities. This initiative includes marketing strategies for small business, economic recovery in the post-pandemic era, and localism-based community development. Professor Lia has an impressive publication record with multiple journal articles and conference papers to her name. Her work has been featured in international journals such as the International Advanced Research Journal in Science, Engineering, and Technology, and the Journals of Social Science, and 2023. She also authored a book titled Cooperative and MSMS, The Basics of People Economic Strengths to Support Growth, which highlights the importance of cooperative and small business in the national economy. In addition to her academic and research work, Professor Lia has been an active speaker in both national and international forums, discussing topics as entrepreneurship, leadership, and employee innovation. She has earned accolades for her contributions, including service as a session chair at the TAR-MUT International Conference in Kuala Lumpur and receiving the prestigious Satya Lancana Karya 30 Years Award from Indonesian President Joko Widodo in 2024. Her work continues to impact both academic and professional communities, demonstrating her dedication to fostering growth and innovation in the fields of business management. The Honorable Ibu Professor Dr. Lia Amalia, SAMM. The Zoom floor is yours.
Thank you for opportunity. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I would like to speak for international multidisciplinary community service activity and distinct, secure, and intelligent digital transformation in 5.0 society era. I'm Lia Amalia from Universitas Esa Unggul and Advisory Board at ADPI DKI Jakarta, or the Association Community Service Lecturers of Indonesia, ADPI. Now we live in a dynamic era full of change. Our generation today's young people are witnesses of major shifts in technology development and the way we live. One interesting phenomenon that we should pay attention to is the Society 5.0 era. Society 5.0 era is a concept born from Japan and reflects the stage of evolution of society based on the role of technology. We have gone through several previous eras, such as Society 1.0, which focused on agriculture. Society 2.0, which was marked by the Industrial Revolution. Society 3.0 with the internet, and Society 4.0, which integrated artificial intelligence and advanced technology. However, what sets Society 5.0 apart is the focus on humanity. This is an era where technologies such as artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, and big data are used to improve the quality of human life and solve social problems. It is a combination of high technology and concern for human values. Apart from that, Society 5.0 also emphasizes the concept of smart city. These smart cities use technology to manage resources more efficiently, reduce carbon emissions, and provide better public service. More deeply, Society 5.0 is about integrating technology into our lives in smarter, more human, and sustainable ways. Here are some important aspects that differentiate this era. Three impacts of Society 5.0 on society. First, change in the education sector. Society 5.0 has changed the way education is carried out. The use of technologies such as e-learning, all-based learning, and virtual reality has enabled broader educational access and greater personalization. Second, economic transformation. In the Society 5.0 era, the economy focuses on innovation and added value. The development of new technologies and data-centric businesses is becoming more important, leading to sustainable economic growth. The last one, improving quality of life. In Society 5.0, quality of life improves in various ways. This is better access to health service, more efficient transport management, and improvement the living environment, seamless connection, the Internet of Things, IoT, is at the heart of Society 5.0. It refers to a network of devices and objectives that are interconnected and can communicate intelligently. For example, a smart home can regulate the temperature, light, and security by itself based on our preferences and conditions. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is used to understand the big data generated by IoT. In a health context, AI can analyze patient medical data and provide more accurate and faster diagnosis. Industry 4.0, Society 5.0 also includes the concept of Industry 4.0, which refers the transformation of the industrial revolution through automation, digitalization, and data integration. This leads to greater efficiency in production and resource use. Smart city application of technology in urban management is one of the main focuses. This includes intelligent traffic management, efficient energy use, and more sustainable infrastructure. Engage Society 5.0 expect active community participation. We are not only consumers of technology, but also contribute to development of solutions to social problem technology, improving quality of life. Ultimately, all the aims to improve our quality of life. For example, in education, technology can be used to provide access to quality education for all, regardless of geographic location or economic background. Society is a picture of a future where technology is used to provide solutions to social problems, improve our quality of life, and have a positive impact on society as a whole. For the younger generation, this is a challenge and an opportunity to play an active role in directing this future journey. Society 4.0 for the future make the next generation well and have a good welfare. An Indonesian wealth of nation in the world. Thank you for participation. For follow this conference. Have a good day and see you next PkM OSA batch 14. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for delivering the welcoming speech, Ibu. And now the committee, please help me to deliver token appreciation to Bapak Dr. Haji Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno, BBA MBA, Ibu Profesor Dr. Lia Amalia SAMM, and also for Bapak Profesor Dr. Ridwan Nurdin MCL. Please. Once again, Ibu, thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. The opening ceremonies of the International Community Service Activities Online Series, ADPI PkM OSA Batch 13, with the theme, The Secure and Intelligent Digital Transformation in 5.0 Society Era, in collaboration with Asosiasi Dosen Pengabdian kepada Masyarakat ADPI, STIE Stipari Semarang, STIE Aprin Palembang, PT Antoni Teknika Sigma Wealth, IAIKI Indralaya, Cipta Talenta Exponential Cooperation, and 90 state and private university from Indonesia and also abroad has finished. And now we will break for a second to prepare to the next session, which is a keynote speaker session. All right, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On this special morning, we have 4 sessions of keynote speakers and also 2 plenary speaker presentation. And for the first keynote speaker session, we have 5 great keynote speakers. They are Professor Madya Dr. Sarifah Nur Khadijah Said Ismail from University Putra Malaysia and as Public Relation Officer sub ADPI Malaysia. The second one is Professor Dr. Supraprawat Siripa Patanaku from Bangkok Thornbury University, Thailand, and as coordinator sub ADPI Thailand. The third is Associate Professor Dr. Rapiah Wahi from University Malaysia, Sarawak. The fourth is Associate Professor Dr. Irniza Rasdi from University Putra Malaysia. And the fifth is Dr. Calvin Lee Yong-min from Schools of Accounting and Finance, Taylor's University, and as Deputy Coordinator sub ADPI Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, before starting the presentation, I'd like to inform the rule of this keynote speaker session. First, the keynote speaker will have a maximum of 10 minutes for the presentation and 5 minutes for Q&A session. So please manage your time and I will remind you if the time is mostly over. Q&A session will be done after the keynote speaker presentation. And every audience can drop the question in the chat box, or you can also directly deliver the question by raising your hand virtually, and I, as the moderator, will read the question to be answered, or I will mention the audience who delivered the question directly. Fourth, every audience member is pleased to mute the microphone during the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the first keynote speaker, which will be delivered by Professor Madya Dr. Sarifah Nur Khadijah Said Ismail from University Putra Malaysia and as Public Relations Officers of ADPI Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please welcome our first keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Sarifah Nur Khadijah Said Ismail. You can introduce yourself first and then begin the presentation, Prof. The Zoom floor is yours. All right. I think the professor not right here now. So here in the Zoom meeting, we have Ibu Dr. Irniza Rasdi. All right, Ibu, how are you today?
Good, good. Thank you.
Okay, is it okay if you are first time to deliver the presentation?
Yes, yes, of course. Actually, I
Okay.
switched with her.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Please, Ibu.
Thank you. Let me share my presentation. I hope you can see it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
pretty clear. All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you uh, for coming today, and thank you for inviting me to deliver speech for today's session. I'm here as a speaker, and my topic is OSH for young generation. And so the main thing that I would like to emphasize here is why young workers are at risk. A little bit about me. I am a lecturer in University Putra Malaysia. I've been teaching for 15 years in OSH, occupational safety and health per se. And yep, I like writing, and I've published more than 100 publications in specific for occupational safety and health. And yeah, back to our topic. What is the minimum working age in Malaysia? So in Malaysia, that actually 15 years is the minimum age for working. How about Indonesia? I think it's more or less the same, right? Because Malaysia ratified the ILO Convention on Child Labor, which specifically say that the minimum age of full-time employment is 15 years. And then, but those in 15 and 17 years must be protected by special law. So the one who are between 15 and 17 years old, we classify it as adolescent. We closely follow the ILO Convention, International Labour Organization, whereby in Malaysia, they are protected under the Special Legal Protection, Children and Young Person Employment Act 2010. So for those who are 18 years and above, they are protected by general laws and regulation. The same law applied for the adult workers. The main key points from the act that's specific for adolescents is that those adolescents working, they must not be allowed to work under the dangerous condition. So that can put them under the risk of injuries or diseases. So why young workers are at risk? We as an adult, we feel that work is difficult, right? It is stressful. Sometimes it's so time consuming, so energy consuming. And if we think that work is very hard for us, so how about young workers? The work is even more harder for them because they're young, they are lack of experience, they are naive, and yeah, there are so many things that the young workers have not achieved compared to us. We are settled down, the adult workers, we are settled down, we have achieved many things in life. But unlike young workers, they don't have what we have. So modern labor market is even more tougher than the previous era. So more and more young workers are searching for work and the work actually are, even limited and more challenging and more competitive for them. It has happened in Malaysia, and I believe also happened in Indonesia, Pakistan, and other countries. There is not much study in Malaysia, so that's why I looking forward to do research on this specific topic, and I would like to encourage researchers from other countries as well to work together maybe with me to go deeper into this aspect. There is study in European saying that young people in Europe are up to 40% more likely to suffer a work-related injury than older workers. And in their study also, it is evidence that the workers are at risk 4 times greater during the first month than it is after 12 months. So we can see here that our focus is to protect them, the young workers, especially within the first months of their work and within the first year of their, working employment. And we can see here, one of the risks they face is, like this one, because young workers, they are eager to develop themselves, to find job, to improve their maybe family status. So they seek job even outside of the countries, right? For this for example, this picture, the left one is the male young workers. They have to work outside of the countries, and they are, succumb to being given the appropriate condition or working condition, inappropriate living home for their workplace, inappropriate work, low wages. And to the right, you can see women, young women, when they go outside of the countries, they have become the victims of the slavery, modern day slavery. Many of them becomes a prostitution, involved in prostitutions and other exploitations. It is not their intention, of course, but then we know that young workers, they are naive, they are lack of experience, they are very desirable, they are very full of hoped, yeah? And then without guidance, if we cannot guide them, they become the victims, and we don't want this to happen in any of our young workers. And this is example in Malaysia. Another perspective is the interns. As we know that I think in many countries, before graduated, the students need to do interns, right? Maybe 6-month attachment in the industries, and some of the students they even do interns in other countries as well. And you can see this is one of the many examples that been reported in the news, whereby the young students who are doing interns, she 19 years old, he is involved in accidents which leads to fatality. While he is doing maintenance work, because he's in the diploma, he's doing mechanical engineering, he study mechanical engineering. So while he's doing his practical in the workplace in maintaining machines, and then somebody else accidentally switched on the machines and he got stuck, and then he died because of the accidents. So intern actually is also classified under the young workers. If we see the definitions of the young workers given by the ILO, is also classified as young workers, right? So this is among the few stories, real stories that have been voiced up by them. Like this, my injury could have been prevented if a supervisor was present. The broken machine part was replaced and the floor was dry, and I was helped by someone else. The thing is, for the interns, they are new to the place. They are new to the job tasks, and they are new to the people in the workplace. All right, and then the people, the co-workers, the senior, they are not really their friends. So that's why sometimes even workers in the company institution, they don't even realize there is somebody else, there is students in their workplace. So that's how things happen, because lack of supervisions, lack of good relationship among workers, and lack of experience. And this is another example in happen in another countries, whereby these two young workers have been asked to break clumps in a silo, and the silo suddenly move, and both of them get sucked in the silo and died because of that. So in Malaysia, we have been this issue has become one attracted the politician because of the many accidents happens, and they want to look back at the regulations and act that is now available in the countries. when we look at the regulation, there is actually a gap in the regulations whereby the interns actually they are not classified as employee according to the law, um, right? According to the law. So because interns, they usually do interns for 6 months, less than 6 months. So because of that, they are not classified as employee. When they do not classified as employee, they are not protected by the general law. Okay? That's one of the gaps in the regulation, and some things need to be done to amend or add the regulation, improve the regulation so that it can protect the young workers.
Berdosa. Dia kalau dia berdosa sendiri.
So one of the reason that what happens when the young workers, we lost young workers. When we look into the perspective of the human cost, it will destroy a life and it will destroy a lifetime career. Imagine the workers 20 years old, an accident happened, maybe they lost their leg, they lost their hands, and they have to live with that condition for another 40 years. So who's going to take care of them when their parents are, no longer there? Who's going to take care of them? Are people, a neighbor are going to take care of them? So you can imagine that the damage that they have to bear for the rest of their life if something happened to them. And for the another perspective, when we look into the economic perspective for the countries, so we lost the young generation. For example, the young workers, they've just graduated. Of course, they have been trained well in the universities, from the school, and then suddenly they're gone, or suddenly they're handicapped because of accidents. And what happens? We lost the brainy workers. Then it will impact the long-term economy of our countries. And one of the reason why they are at risk, because, for example, we can imagine if their age is 15, 17 years old, they are still undergo the developments, physical development. Their brain function, their metabolic, their productive is not fully developed as adult. So because of their physiological functions, they breathe more, their blood pressure, their heart rate is higher than the adult workers. And because of this, they tend to absorb more of the toxins in the workplace. And then sometimes the machinery and the tools and the equipment is not suitable for their body, because we can see actually the young workers, their body is definitely different from our adult workers. They're usually skinny, smaller, and some of the tools or machinery does not fit them well then fit well as well as they fit their all the workers. And then their psychological and emotional development is not there yet. They maybe because of lack of experience, they perceive risk lesser than the all the workers, and then they have lack of representations, because usually in the workplace, the numbers of the young workers is smaller compared to the workers 24 years and above, right? Maybe out of 100 workers in the companies, there are maybe 20 young workers. The rest is 25 years and above, right? So there are lack of representation, the lack of voice. So people, you know, um don't listen to them the way people will tend to listen more towards the older workers compared to the young workers. Okay, And of course, they have limited job experience, lack of familiarity. This one I have spoken before. And the nature of their work also, because they're young, because they lack of experience, they are more likely to be given temporary work and or seasonal work, and which is lack of protection coverage. Of course, temporary work, they have lack of benefit compared to the all the works that have permanent workers, right? So, and then of course, they have lack of access to all training and developments, and all of these all come together, make them more susceptible to workplace accident and diseases compared to the older generation. Right? And when we look into perspective of work organizations, they are, poor supervisions, lack of training, lack of information, and inadequate safety measures provided for them. And for example, the personal protective equipment, like the mask, the earring, the earplug, maybe it is provided, make available much more to the older workers compared to the younger workers, right? And then they are more prone to the manipulations, to be the blame victims, to be susceptible to bullying, harassment, and other dangerous work environments compared to the older workers. Right? These are among the dangerous sectors: building, manufacturing, agriculture. For example, in Malaysia, we have quite a number of fatality cases in the constructions, and where the construction there are many young workers, especially from the foreign countries, from the other countries outside of Malaysia. So it is sad situation for them and for us also, young workers. And I encourage everybody in Malaysia, in Indonesia, Russia, Pakistan, who are present today to be together to help to protect our young workers. Maybe some of the things we can do is give them training, develop modules specific for young workers, increase data collection so that we give them more voice to highlight their needs, and then we collaborate between government, employer, and employees. And with that, I end my presentation today. And yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Irniza Rasdi from University Putra Malaysia, for sharing with us this very fruitful information and also great insight. The audience, please give her applause for her presentation. And now we come up to the Q&A session, and I will read the question from the chat box, if any. Or I try to look for the audience who have already raised hand here. Maybe some of you want to ask something to Professor Irniza. Okay. Thank you for the clap hand, Ibu Dr. Suciana. Okay, I invite all the audience to deliver the question to Dr. Irniza. Ibu Dr. Suciana, are you have a question?
Not yet, Dr.
Not yet.
Yes.
All right. Maybe others want to say something or deliver the question to our great speaker today? I didn't see somebody raise hand. It means your presentation is clear enough, I think. All right. So yes, because there's nobody want to ask our keynote speaker. So right now we would like to deliver our token appreciation to the first keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Irniza Rasti from University Putra Malaysia. Please receive our tokens of appreciation. Thank you very much. Here. Oh, I'm so sorry because I think I look at the somebody who raised hand here. Is it okay, Prof, if you're still here with us? Professor, are you okay? If you're
Yes,
still here,
I'm
okay.
still.
I found somebody raised hand, Bapak Nur Prasetyo. Yes, please, Pak.
Okay, thank you. Prof, I want to ask you a question. You said that the most dangerous sector is building, manufacturing, and agriculture. So, how to uh, prevent so this sector is not at or maybe in the next time we can minimize uh, that happen in the youth. So maybe is many sector again except this three sector in you said that is the most dangerous for youth. Thank you, Prof.
Okay. Yeah. Um,
All
uh,
right.
yeah.
You can directly answer the question, Prof.
I'm not really clear about the question actually. I think it's about because in the statistic, the three sectors is the statistic is highest in the three sectors, and especially in constructions. And what we are looking forward is to give a specific focus for the young workers because they are the most susceptible workers in this area. Because nowadays we are focusing on the workers in general, but then we have, you know, um, we have given attention to this group of small groups of people, although they are the most, vulnerable groups. So maybe the first thing we see is the gap in the regulations, these workers, and maybe we need to, somehow go towards to increase to develop a new guideline or regulations specific for the workers. In terms of enforcement, in Malaysia, is uh I think it's good, but then again, there is still much needs to do because the statistic hasn't, keep rising every year. We're actually struggling actually on how to tackle these problems. And of course, research, more and more research needs to be done. And I think the best way is to collaborate with other countries as well so that we can see how to go with it. Yeah, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Irniza from University Putra Malaysia for the answers. Because we have only limited time, so we should end this meeting, this session with you, and we go to the next agenda. And thank you very much again, Doctor, to be here with us as a keynote speaker, the first keynote speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Ladies
Prof.
and gentlemen, right, for the next agenda, let's invite our second keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Supaprawat Siripi Patanaku from Bangkok Thonburi University, Thailand, and coordinators of ADPI Thailand. Professor, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Right. You may introduce yourself first and then begin the presentation. And your time is maximum 10 minutes for your presentation and 5 minutes for Q&A session. The Zoom floor is your, Prof, please.
Okay, thank you. Let me share my screen. My PowerPoint takes
Yes.
very few,
Okay.
few minutes.
Pretty good.
Sorry.
Yes.
Could you see my slide?
Yes, pretty clear, Prof.
Okay. Wait for a few minutes. Okay. Let me start. This is my topic. The theme of this webinar is digital transformation. And this is my topic. It's about the research community network and websites. And I think so many times I come here to the webinar, and this is my name, Dr. Supapawasiri Pathanakun. And you can see my profile in Orchid ID is save for my time. Okay. Uh, the topic is about the research community network and how to check for discontinued journals in the database of Scopus, Web of Science, SJR or Science Journal, country and rank. And thank you for the invitation me to attend as a speaker for this topic of digital transformation. And it is my affiliate. I'm an adjunct professor at Manipal Kramanex University, Malaysia, and I'm a lecturer the field of education, Bangkok Thunbury University, Thailand. And in November, thank you for inviting me as a visiting professor to the Universitas Terbuka, Indonesia. And today is the topic is about secure and intelligent digital transformation in digital era. And I think different terms of digital transformation could be interchanged with digital intelligence or digital technologies. And it's related to the websites in publication. And today I will talk about the websites that are necessary for publication in journals and in conference or in Scopus book. And this is sorry. I think something uh, wrong about the sharing. Mm, I cannot see. That's right. Sorry.
Your slide is related to database and indexing, Scopus, Web of Science, and SGR, and
Yeah,
also
yeah,
Google Scholar and ResearchGate.
yes. But now I cannot see
Okay.
my side. Sorry, sorry.
It's okay.
Let me check. Let me check. Oh, sorry. I cannot see. So that's right. Mm.
Do you want community help you to share the screen, Prof?
Yeah. Please. I see my
Okay.
face, but I cannot see my slide.
All right.
Sorry.
The committee, would you please help the professor to share the screen? Okay.
Okay, I can see it. Sorry about it.
Okay.
Uh,
Right.
for the conference or publication, you can see the index in the Scopus, Web of Science, Scimago, Google Scholar, ResearchGate, and a scientific index. And when you would like to publish in Scopus, you have to know about the Scopus preview. You have to sign for the Scopus preview in you can see that you can find the journal. You can see your name as the author. You can see for publication data in you can see for example, for first quartile of Scopus, second quartile, third quartile, or fourth quartile, and you can see your author names. You can find your affiliate, and you can use of the ISSN to find the journal that could be continued in the Scopus database. Is the you have to use the Scopus preview. And the second, you can find the journals that continue for Scopus in a Simon journal ranking. Sorry for misspelling of ranking. And you can see you have to file with ISSN. You can choose to select the journal name and file for Scopus in the Scopus database. If it found in the first or second quartile, it will show in the picture. For example, in this case, for first one or cogen management and business, you can find is in the database of SJR in first and second quartile, respectively. Another example, you can use the database of Web of Science, and you can add your profile. You can add your publication and the history of editor, the history of reviewer in first or second quartile, for example. In this case, you can download for CV and click export CV. You can add anything related to ORCID and Web of Science, and very easy way to download for CV and use for application or any purpose. For example, you would like to be the reviewer or you would like to be the editor. You can very easy way to download for a CV and send it to editor. Another example of Google Scholar database, you can add and use university email to apply for Google Scholar. Why is example is essential? Because it's crucial, because it's linked between your publication, it links your paper and link it to your other index, for example, a scientific index. When you apply to a scientific index, you have to see the ranking of the university, the ranking of the researcher in the world, the ranking of researcher in your country and your area. In this case, you can see for H index, for I-10 index, for citation and field of your study research. For example, in this my case, I do study about the contemporary research in social science and management, and it will show in your profile of the scientific index. Another example very crucial when if you would like to be the researcher in research community, you can use ResearchGate for publication of your papers or your any responsibility, such reviewer or search editor. You can publish in your ResearchGate because it's your personal profile. Another is ORCID. When you publish in many journals, ask for the ORCID ID, and you can create your profile with biography, with the history of reviewer, the history of editor, the history of your affiliates, and you maintain about present of your affiliate, present of your link of network on the left side, you can see. Another is LinkedIn. LinkedIn used to announce and distribute of your activity. Our activity in research community help you and your team seek more and more researcher for collaboration. And any activity like open AIs, if you click repost, it means that anyone could see your post and could promote your affiliate, promote your organization very well. Another example of the network is you can file for the editorial name, editorial team of the journal. You have to file with ISS and to seek for the validity of the journal in Scopus or HJR or Web of Science. If you would like to good reviewer, you have to start from author and you have to review in short time, short comments, but still valid and give some suggestion to improve the paper. Another tip, if you would like to, many new researchers ask me how to do be a reviewer or editor. You could not start with reviewer without no publication. You have to start with art. And next step is the reviewer for a Google Scholar database or a Scopus database. And next step is that editor. And the highest is editor Egypt. And in Thailand, the database used for TCI, TCI1, second TCI order. And I think Indonesia, the same, Sinta, right? And
Yes, Prof.
yeah, yeah. And Scopus, the first, second, third, and fourth quartile. And when you talk about the digital intelligence, it's interchanged with digital transformation, digital technology, and digital innovation. Use and comprise of two components, artificial intelligence and human intelligence. And this is again about the Google Scholar, Scopus, HER, and Web of Science. And you can see for the Scopus book, this is as simple. When you file for the journal name or the author name, you can see in Scopus preview. And welcome for this my editor responsibility to book. Please submit your proposal. It's Scopus book for free for everyone. And this is another example of the conference in Scopus also. And the final tip, as mentioned, SVS and ARE. And thank you, this is my name. And my role, ADPI Thailand, and Scopus first quartile for journal editor, and Scopus book editor, and academic researcher. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Professor Dr. Suprapawat Sidipapatanaku, for sharing with us this very fascinating explanation, considering that this issue is indeed very relevant, especially for the lecturers and also the student who taking doctoral program where Scopus or Web of Science is one of the requirement for promotion to functional position or for the final dissertation defense requirement. All right, this is very interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we come up to the question and answer session. And I offer you to all the participants to make a question and answer session here. Or who will ask the professors?
Okay, I see the name.
Yes,
I see the question. He asks about the book name. The book name is IGI Global. It's Scopus book indexing. Yes, you can see. Please follow my LinkedIn, my ORCID, my research gate, my Facebook. please follow, and you can see any announcement and you can follow the link. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And the second question is about Scopper Journal in Indonesia is very difficult. Can you tell us the trick for
Yeah,
publish on the
because
Scopus?
sure, sure, because Scopus is very rigorous methods. As many regulation, you have to follow the template. You have to follow the regulation. Citation different in citation. For example, some journal follow for the APA style. Some journal follow for Vancouver. Some journal follow MLA. You have to follow the template first. And after that, you have to follow the step of submission. Very, very rigorous, and many things need to strictly and follow for the regulation. Otherwise, it could be rejected. And takes much time in review, and approximately mean about 8 months. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, not fast, not fast.
Mm. Maybe you can deliver some tips for us how to make it possible to publish in a Scopus journal.
Okay. Okay. You have to get the research team, great research
Teams.
team. You have to you have to ask for the supervisor of the manuscript of research, because if you have the good contents, it's high probability in acceptance. But if you don't have the good advisor, sometimes the contents is not strictly follow the regulation. The first step you have to use for introduction. Literature review relate to theories and variable. Methodology is necessary to clear if you use qualitative or quantitative in data collection, data analysis. Many times I see not mention about the sampling technique or methodology you use. If you use SEM, you use SPSS, you have to mention. Ethical issue is also very important. If you have to declare for a conflict of interest, you have to declare how to avoid the ethical issue. You have to use the ethical approval. This is some example.
All right, thank you, Prof. Oh, one question.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you deliver the names of journal, which be easy and that is free of charge?
Oh, that's the same question, but very hard to answer, because most you can see that if free open access, it means that there is a cost.
Okay.
There is a cost. But if you choose for Scopus book, is free with condition. The condition is when you would like to get for open access. Open access, the beneficial is anyone can sign it and can see it, but you choose free for free. Is limitation of access. You
Right.
can buy only chapter, only yours purpose purpose, not cannot publish in public
Right.
publish in for publish. Yeah.
You say that EGI Global is a free of charge, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Free of charge.
So we cannot access the article from that.
We can access,
But then
but
it should be paid.
limit access.
Oh, limited.
Limit access.
Only for the abstract.
Except
And
if the institution deal with the IGI book or open access.
okay.
Yeah.
Right. One more question, Rob. What's the book title for book chapter in EGI Global?
Do you mean book theme?
Uh,
I have two book theme.
okay.
The sustainable development for
Right.
hospital and clinics in the field of healthcare. Another is privacy and security. Yeah.
Privacy and security.
Yeah.
Begitu ya,
I
Pak
give
Bahtiar.
the PowerPoint and
Okay.
the name of the book
The
book
book,
team
book team.
include in the PowerPoint
All
and
right.
ask for the ADPI team for
Right.
the PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Okay, thank you.
Is there
Thank
any
you.
questions related to this matter? Okay, I
Okay.
think
Sorry
enough.
for technical waiting for.
All right. Thank you very much, Professor.
Thank you.
Ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen, now we would like to deliver our token appreciation to our second keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Supratprawat Siripathanakul from Bangkok Thonburi University, Thailand, and as coordinators of ADPI Thailand. Please receive our token of appreciation, Prof. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
All right. Glad to have you here again, Prof. Success always.
Yeah, sure. More
Thank
and
you.
more.
All right.
Thank you. Thank
Right.
you.
Ladies and gentlemen, stop to the next agenda. Let's invite our third keynote speaker, which is Associate Professor Dr. Rafia Wahi from University Malaysia, Sarawak. And before your presentation, you are allowed to introduce yourself. And times is a maximum of 10 minutes for the presentation and also 5 minutes for question and answer session. The Zoom floor is yours. Okay, I still waiting. Okay, I think it's not our Zoom meeting yet. So we can move to the next keynote speaker. Is Professor Sarifah here? Is already here?
Yes, Miss Eva.
All right. So, okay. Now we come up to you, yeah, which will be delivered by Professor Madya Dr. Sarifah Nur Khadijah Syed Ismail from University Putra Malaysia and also as Public Relations Officers of ADPI Malaysia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please welcome our fourth keynote speaker, Professor Madya Dr. Sarifah Nur Khadijah Syed Ismail. You can introduce yourself, Prof, and then begin the presentation. The Zoom floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Miss
Right.
Eva. Ketemu
Okay.
lagi kita ya.
Iya, betul. Really
Okay,
glad to
selamat.
have you here, Prof. Ya, terima
Yeah,
kasih banyak.
I am also glad to be part of this team again this
Right.
year. Thank you very much for the invitations. So, okay, let me start with my presentation. You can see my
Sure.
slide.
Yes, pretty clear, Prof.
Okay, all right, that's good. So I'm going to share with all the audience the topics today, which is about the impacts of digitalizations in plastic-free future. It's very important because we need to support for the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goal. Before that, I would like to send a welcome from UPM and would like to welcome everyone, the delegasi di Indonesia, untuk datang liburan mungkin di Kuala Lumpur, di Malaysia and visit UPM, University Putra Malaysia, my campus. Perhaps we can have more collaborations, research, and we can talk more on the projects or anything. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm going to share a little bit on what is defined by digitalizations and then how it impacts the plastic-free future, how this can help us to protect the environment, and also what the digitalization can help in terms of plastic revolutions. Yeah, it is very important. Jika saya topiknya memang pasal sisa ataupun sampah, kalau di bahasa Melayunya sampah ya. Kalau di Indonesia saya rasa sisa pepejal mungkin. Yeah, it's about waste. Okay, so what is defined by digitalizations? Of course, everyone knows digitalizations to help us in our daily life, okay? With all the digitalizations, it helps us to improve our efficiency in our life. For example, we have this automation where the technology to perform tasks without human interference. So we can just, or monitor the machines, monitor the computer. And digitalization is also talking about data collections. We have currently a big data. It's very important kalau untuk business purpose, for example. With this big data, we can identify our customers, our consumers. Kita boleh menjangkakan siapakah, apakah behavior ataupun tingkah laku consumer, apa yang mereka suka, apa yang mereka tidak suka dan sebagainya. Alright. Okay, next is a connectivity, because how we are connected today through Zoom, through Google Meet is also one of the example of digitalizations. Kalau dulu mungkin saya perlu ke Indonesia untuk deliver the talk, but nowadays I'm still in Malaysia, but I still can deliver a talk to my friends in Indonesia. So this is some kinds of examples of digitalization. And innovations and development is also related to digitalization. It's very important sekiranya bangsa kita, bangsa serumpun kita, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the whole Asians and the whole regions in the world need to develop. So we really need to focus on innovations and new things, yeah. And then it will improve our efficiency, productivity, as well as it will helps us to secure our data. Kadang-kadang pun ada digitalizations, data kita masih juga dijual, kan? Ada scammers. Kalau Malaysia, di Malaysia we have lots of scammers that will call us, that will WhatsApp us with all this information. Sometimes they will they will just take our information and use that for fraud ataupun kesalahan-kesalahan lain. Example of digitalization application, I think most of us aware currently, contohnya kita ada smartwatch, that is also example of digitalizations, where currently dengan jam kita, the smartwatch, you can monitor your blood pressure, you can monitor your heart rate dan sebagainya. And also kita ada banking for the finance. It's very easy nowadays. If I want to transfer money to ADPI, for example, I just use this bank apps, applications on the phone. So it's much easier compared to I have to queue up in the bank and then to send money maybe for my relative or my friends in overseas, and other transportation and things like that. These are the example. The benefit, of course, it helps us a lot to extend the customer experiences, sustainability, and also to improve our decision making. And then how digitalizations will leave an impact to plastic revolution. So I would like to bring a case study of Malaysia to all of the delegates today. If any of you interested to know about plastics, why is it has become a global concern? Because the numbers that we produce or we generate is a lot. So kita menggunakan banyak plastik setiap hari. So we dispose them in a very huge amount. Tetapi sisa plastik ini tidak dapat dilupuskan dengan sempurna. It's not going to be disposed in a very perfect way. Mainly it was landfill, dilupuskan di tapak pelupusan sisa. It was dumped carelessly on land, rivers as well as oceans, and also threatened the marine life. Ini adalah salah satu case study di Malaysia di mana kami melakukan satu monitoring, air monitoring and road dust sampling di kawasan kilang. Jika di Malaysia kita menghadapi masalah terkini di mana Malaysia menerima imported plastic waste daripada seluruh dunia, ya, sejak China tidak lagi menerima plastic waste untuk di-recycle di negara mereka, maka all of this the global countries like UK, Japan, Europe are sending those plastic or those waste to the developing countries, and Malaysia is one of the place that they are sending. And then we have this lots of factories that been built to process this plastic, yeah, and then the locations of the factory is located near to the residential area. So this research is to find out the impacts of this activity, of this facility to the environment as well as to the human. And what we found, we managed to detect this particulate matter 2.5. Particulate matter 2.5 boleh menyebabkan kerengsaan pada paru-paru, our lung. It can cause infections. And from our data, it shows that the concentrations are very high, exceed the safety limits. And it mainly, the particulate matters are very high in the factory compared to other control sites. And this is when we plot it by time, you can see the particulate matter are very high at early in the morning and also late in the afternoon. That might be related to the traffics as well as the industrial activity. Selain daripada itu, our sample also detected with heavy metals. Contohnya cadmium, copper. Yeah? Some of these heavy metal can affect our health. Chromium, nickels. Nickel, for example, can affect get contact with us. It can cause dermatitis ataupun sakit kulit. Yeah? Plumbum ataupun lead can cause long-term harm to adults. For example, it can cause high blood pressure. And another thing, these are very interesting, where you can see a picture of microplastic. So dalam gambar ini, rakan-rakan delegasi dapat melihat beberapa contoh microplastic yang telah detect or we can observe it from the air, from the sample of the air that we collected. So it in the forms of fiber, ini contoh fiber. Now this is in the form of fragment. So it can be found in different kinds of colors. They have various colors. Ada merah, red, blue, green, any colors because it from the weathered plastic product. And some of them, kalau fiber, it comes from our textile. So the polymer types is related to PET, polyethylene, polypropylene, polystyrene, dan sebagainya. These are the example of fiber and also fragment microplastic. Dan di dalam sampel air juga terdapat microbeads. This is example of fiber and also fragment of the microplastic. Microplastic ni adalah plastik yang telah mengalami kesan dalam alam sekitar dan dia menyerpih. It becomes very tiny, from a macroplastic, very big one to a very small one. And this is another example of microbeads from the samples in the water. So, how this digitalization can help in these experiments. So, the digitalization can help in terms of SDG. Of course, contoh-contoh lain kita ada digital West Bank. For example, in Indonesia also kita ada banyak West Bank yang kita boleh transform menjadi digital West Bank, di mana tokennya akan jadi token digital, which you can just tebus menggunakan telefon mungkin in the future. And this another technology of digital, for example, the microplastic just now, kalau kita menggunakan teknologi digital, maybe in the future we can just use our phone, dia boleh scan the air and then they can just pinpoint what kind of microplastic that we have in our surroundings. So that is one of the example. Another example, like currently we have this ocean cleanup, where they can collect all this rubbish, all these plastics from the oceans. Smart waste bin, the waste bin can help us to segregate the plastic to be recycled and things like that. And also the 3D printing, it has helped us to transform the bottles of the plastic to be something else. For example, in this picture, it shows that the 3D printing has transformed the bottle of Coca-Cola to be the cover sets for the phone. So it's very interesting to see how this material can be transformed. It also can help in eco-friendly packaging. Digitalization can help us to design all of this. It also can help us to design different kinds of plastic that is more eco-friendly. For example, bioplastic, compostable plastic, biodegradable plastic. And also it can help to promote upcycling and repurpose industries. So this is one of the to support to protect the environment. to reduce the usage of plastic. So the benefit of the digitalization in plastic revolutions, of course, it will enhance the recycling process. It helps us to improve our waste management process. It will promote the circular economy, ya, di mana satu sisa pada satu industri boleh menjadi bahan mentah kepada industri yang lain. Innovating material science, which you can innovate plastik kepada something material yang baru, which is more cost effective. However, we also come to challenges di mana it has a technical hurdle. Of course, it needs innovations, it needs money, it needs a collaborations of all of us together.